The main driver of growth in Lagos State over the past 50 years has been rural-urban migration. Thousands of people have been leaving the countryside daily for greener pastures to the center of excellence. This influx often comes with untold stress on infrastructure, but Lagos State government has remained resolute at sustaining its development master plan with its strategic policies and governance. Welcome to Inside Lagos. I'm Adedoja. Salam Adeniyi.
Ẹni tí òde kò yìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ẹni òde kò yìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Mo ní pé bó o bá dé kò yìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Àwọn òyìnbó débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Haúsá débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Àwọn Ìgbò débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Gbogbo Yorùbá débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tí wọ́n mú lọ. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ẹni òde kò yìn ẹkù kan. Èkó ò ní bàjẹ́ lórí àwa. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ọ̀pọ̀ ò bá dé kò yìn ẹkù kan.
Against the backdrop of growing menace and nuisance constituted by the commercial motorcycles, popularly known as Okada, the Lagos State government has imposed a fresh ban to curtail the unruly activities of the riders. Governor Babajide SANWO-OLU last Wednesday announced a total ban on Okada on all highways across 6 local government areas and 9 local council development areas of the state.
With 107,012 deaths in 4 months and 54% of the casualty being between the ages of 30 to 39, the Lagos State government says it will no longer watch her citizens being killed by reckless motorcycle riders, as too many able future leaders have been lost to carnage caused by Okada accidents and robberies. The government says it will not tolerate such nuisance anymore, as this does not fit into the city's greater Lagos dreams and aspirations. Effective from June 1st, 2022, the governor has directed security operatives to enforce the proscription order across the listed councils. The affected councils are Etiosa, Ikeja, Surulere, Lagos Island, Lagos Mainland, and Apapa. The total ban order extends to all LCDAs under the listed councils.
The whole of Ikeja local government, the whole of Surulere local government, the whole of Etiosa local government, the whole of Mainland local government, the whole of Apapa local government, and the whole of Lagos Island local government. A total ban. This is the first banning that we're going to be embarking on, so that others know that in a short while, it's either they get out or for something else to do. And from 1st of June, there are LCDAs that are underneath them. We're going to publish them. We're going to list all of them. And so we're given the notice now, right? Where you can begin to do your recce, begin to do, your strategy.
The Lagos State Police Command has also vowed to prosecute not only errand operators, passengers who patronize motorcycles within the stated local government areas are equally liable. The state government urges residents to use alternative transport systems like the last mile buses, medium and high capacity buses, as the safety of citizens remains its priority. Meanwhile, the AREWA community also issued communique after its extraordinary meeting held over the weekend, urging its members to comply with the provisions of the laws of Lagos State.
We resolve today unanimously that all our members must comply within the provisions of the law of Lagos State. We are law-abiding and will always continue to intimate all our members to continue to be law-abiding and operate within the ambit of the law. 2. We support all measures taken by the Lagos State government in its efforts towards protecting lives and properties of all Lagosians. 3. We condemn in totality the activities of all criminal elements who are mostly foreigners from Niger Republic, Chad, Cameroon, and other neighboring countries, who have infiltrated the ranks of those genuine riders thereby perpetrating all forms of crime in Lagos State and are constituting serious threats to the lives and security of lives and properties of Lagosians. 4. We are calling on all security agents to identify and arrest all those criminal elements masquerading as Okada riders. 5. We are also taxing the Nigerian Immigration Service to step up its action along the borderline in checking the influx of all those foreign elements coming into the country without genuine intention. 6. We are in total commitment and support to the administrative policy of the Lagos State government in getting rid of all security threats, promoting peace and tranquility, safeguarding lives and properties of Lagosians, and massive provision of development of infrastructure facilities for all Lagosians.
Traders at Alaba Rago market opposite the Lagos State University will no longer occupy the market, as the authorities in Lagos have given them 14 days to vacate the space. Security breaches around the area and environmental concerns are some of the reasons that prompted government's action.
It's an exercise involving the Lagos State Environmental and Special Offences Unit with backup from the Rapid Response Squad. The two are here on the directive of the Lagos State Governor. Like men on a mission, their first stop was the Saraki's office to intimate him of their task in the market.
And what they are asking for is your cooperation.
We are not here to wish out anybody, that's why we're giving enough time.
This done, they went straight to work. The removal notice was posted on the shops. We were told this is the team's second visit to the market, and it was after the governor met with the stakeholders.
We informed them that within 14 days, they should vacate this place. It's not a matter of fight, it's not a matter of, this has no background, no coloration at all. It's just that they want to modernize this place, and the state governor has assured them that this project is for them. Is for their own betterment.
The state is also worried at its revenue generation, hence the need to rebuild the market.
The revenue they generate on the island is far higher than what they generate here, and the business activities, the commercial activities here is more. This year's border with Seme. So we know a lot of goods that are coming in. They said they ought to generate more revenue here for their own betterment. That is why they said, okay, let us do a modern market for you.
According to the police, the drugs that were destroyed some days back at Ikorodu generated from this market, and also arms were recovered here.
Not like last week, the DPO Ojo came here, raided this place, nothing less than 20 pistols were recovered. This is well known to Nigerians, to all Lagosians, and that's why I've been directed to follow the chairman task force. So at the crime aspect, we have to sanitize this place completely.
This is one of the steps the Lagos State government is taking to keep the development plan of the state on track. How successful this will be is to an extent dependent on how easily the people themselves place the common good above personal interests.
There is a tendency to emphasize the plight of girls and young women while ignoring young boys and their peculiar challenges. It is against this backdrop that the World Day of Boy Child was inaugurated in 2018. At this year's Lagos Boy Child Initiative seminar here in Lagos, wife of the Lagos State Governor spoke about the need to focus on the boy child just like the girls. Have a listen. Just like 1 in every 4 girls experience sexual abuse before the age of 18, so is 1 out of 10 boys go through the same experience. Statistics further revealed that 16 million Nigerian children are at risk of being abused. In conversations about reducing the trend, the boy child is not given prominence. Like men, they are seen by the society as stronger.
Thank God our religious leaders are here.
Lagos First Lady, through her Lagos Boy Child Initiative, is again making case for the boys.
The day is commemorated as a day of global action to focus the searchlight on the empowerment of boys and their well-being. It is a day through which issues affecting boys are brought to the forefront, thereby addressing the needs of the boy child, including how to be happy, healthy, and contribute positively to the family and the larger society. The limelight had always been on the girl child, and we felt it was also appropriate and important to look in the direction of our boys. The objectives of the Boy Child Initiative are as follows: to raise awareness on the rights and welfare of the boy child, to promote educational opportunities to male children, especially the indigents, to facilitate the rehabilitation of the vulnerable boy child through referrals, to build a new generation of transformed male children who will contribute positively to the society. There was this curiosity we noticed in the young ones. There were so many questions being asked. They wanted to know more. Yes, they have agric science that is done in their schools. Some don't have the opportunity of doing agric science. But we brought all of them together, took them down to Araga, and you could see there and then that they were yearning for knowledge. They wanted to know. They wanted information. And that is what this Lagos Boy Child Initiative is about. Giving them that information, that knowledge, that platform, empowering them. Everyone is a stakeholder in bringing up these children. Gone are the days when you only take care of only your own biological children. With what is going on out there now, you don't have a choice. Even the non-biological ones, you need to take care of them. If you keep on sending your children abroad to go to school, and they're going to come back here, that's those that come back, some of them will stay over there, they're still going to mix with these children. They're going to drive their cars on the road, and the children, they will be watching you. And we all know what happens. So we don't even have a choice in this matter. We need to take care of the non-biological children too. Very, very important, crucial at this time. We've seen the effect of not taking care of these children. We have a problem. We have a time bomb. So we have to hit the ground running. The rate of drug abuse and drug substance use is increasing. We have become a consumer country and even producing. There's problem. This is beyond social studies. We need to change our formula. She said something. It has gone beyond academic sense. You need to now use village sense, street sense, and any other sense that is there to tackle the problems that are happening. The poor boys, they're under a lot of pressure, peer pressure, parent pressure. The boy child is at risk. The girl child too is at risk too. But for this exercise, we're looking at the boy child. They're exposed to anger, loneliness, withdrawal symptoms, suicide, violence, rape. We can't keep quiet. There are quite a number of good boys out there, the young ones, that are begging and crying for our help out there to please be the voice for the voiceless. Don't think you can't do anything. You can. You might not have the money, but you can still say something, like how they used to do in those days. Every child belongs to everybody in the community. Don't mind the fact that when you say in the village, don't mind the fact that if I talk, this mother is going to talk, that mind your own business. But let your conscience be clear, because we're all accountable to God at the end of the day. Which part did you play? Were you jealously guiding your own children? Is that what we have come here to do? No. No. We have to be busy beke. We have to be mother hen. We need to find out what is happening with our children. Very, very important.
90% of pedophiles are people known and close to the parents. experts provide guiding principles against them and other issues affecting the boy-child normal growth.
A child you don't provide with food, nutrition, good health education, a child you don't treat with respect and dignity will not entrust you to disclose to you that he or she has been sexually abused. And here we are conversing for the boy's child. There should be a balanced approach. Oftentimes we neglect the male gender, thinking maybe it doesn't matter or maybe they are strong enough. No child is strong enough to empower or to overcome child sexual abuse. That's why the Child Foundation, through our child helpline that children can call 0800 801. We provide professional counseling, information, emergency intervention, and referral services to the boy child. And we need to listen to them. Please believe your child. When a child is saying this is happening, please don't vouch for any pedophile or it's a family member, and don't always prioritize the best interest of the child, not that of the family reputation or the religious reputation or the community's reputation. And then engage regular conversation with them. Don't leave them alone on one-on-one, either physically or digitally. Ensure online safety. There's what is called digital footprints. Who are your children following on social media? There are various platforms through which children can learn. Maybe we have peer group pressure that people call the third parents. We have friends. We have religious platforms. And when you need to respond responsibly, tell the child that thank you for confiding in me. I'm sorry this happened to you. Empathize, not to stigmatize. Enough of the shaming and of the blaming.
Parenting is a big deal because we're dealing with more devils than we've ever seen. And because I say that we are in an information age where knowledge is accessible to our children. So the things we don't know, we no longer have the luxury of not knowing them. In our time, we couldn't access a lot of this knowledge, but right now our children can access this knowledge. And I say that one of the biggest challenges we have is that we're having more knowledgeable children than their parents. So children now know more than their parents. And of course, sometimes a child is talking to a parent and the parent is saying something and the child is saying, oh, it's just that you don't know. And so that's one of the reasons why I advocate that we need to learn how to become parents and the things that need to be done in the 21st century. And I spoke about the parenting pressures, the pressure of lack of knowledge, the pressure of fun, the pressure of, what will people say? The pressure of, the things that are happening around, the pressure of a perfect child. Many of us now want a child who is a certain way. My child needs to be first. And that's one of the reasons why we're pressurized to go and, pay for WAEC, pay for special centers, do all of those things because you want to prove to the world that you have a perfect child. And meanwhile, the aim is not perfection. The aim is to raise children who can thrive. And then we also have the pressure of, I don't want my child to suffer. I call it the pressure of the kind of influence we're currently having where our children are no longer being able to thrive. And this is going to become really disastrous in time to come because children only learn when they can do dangerous things carefully. And right now, our children ain't doing dangerous things carefully. We're all being too careful where we're not allowing our children thrive. What legacies are we leaving for our children? What will happen to your descendants if your descendant was studied in the next 100 years? I give an example of two American families that were studied 100 years ago, and we saw the difference clearly. More than who you raise is the legacy that you actually gave.
The goal of the International Boys' Day is to help every boy to become a man of honor and integrity in the society. The parenting seminar is to protect the boy child from the harmful influences of society and help parents answer their children's curiosity professionally.
If you reach Lagos, better life for Lagos, better hope for Lagos, oh, better day for Lagos, yeah. Reach Lagos, better life for Lagos, better hope for Lagos, better day for Lagos, yeah. Better Lagos, SANWO-OLU, oh SANWO-OLU, you want the sweet Lagos, SANWO-OLU, oh SANWO-OLU, you want the better Lagos, SANWO-OLU, oh SANWO-OLU, you want the sweet Lagos, SANWO-OLU.
Thousands of supporters of the national leader of the All Progressives Congress, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, organized a rally to support his candidacy ahead of the party's presidential primary election. They say he is the best man for the job.
your mandate we shall stand. On your mandate we shall stand. On your mandate, on your mandate, on your mandate we shall understand. On your mandate we shall stand. On your mandate we shall stand. On your mandate, on your mandate. Jagaba! Show your cap, show your cap, show your cap! Jagaba!
In their numbers, they trooped to the Sky Power ground, the Ikeja GRA, to drum support for the APC leading presidential aspirant Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. At the event were politicians, artisans, and supporters who also endorsed the re-election of Babajide SANWO-OLU.
On your mandate, on your mandate, on your mandate we shall.
The crowd also had supporters from the entertainment industry. The Director General of the Team Lagos said the group has been in existence since 1999 to promote good governance, and they are here to formally endorse Bola Tinubu and SANWO-OLU for President and Governor in 2023.
Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the kingmaker, game changer, political strategist, reformer of political structure, Democrat, all over at a time, a political icon, and emeritus of Nigerian politics.
They described the former governor of Lagos State as a reformer, Democrat, political icon who has touched lives.
He has shown us in Lagos State what he can do with women. He has put women, when he was governor of this state, even as leader, he has always spoken for us. We don't have to lobby him for 35% affirmative action. Be sure that once he becomes president of the Federal Republic, that cabinet will attain that 35% by the grace of God.
Let us go and get our PVC. That is our instrument. If you don't have, go and get one. If you have, go and revalidate it so that we can all come out to vote for Asiwaju and then for the governor, Babajide SANWO-OLU, come 2023.
For many years, the presidential primary election slated for 30th of May to 1st of June is already a victory for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu because of his political structure, which Nigeria has benefited from.
Tinubu ṣe fàlejò. Àkànbí ó ṣe fàlejò sẹ́ o. Àsìkò ti tọ́ka sẹ́ńsọ́ ẹ̀ fún. 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 Jídé, 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 ilé lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ló wà ọmọ Sanwó-Olú. Jídé, 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 Jídé. Gbogbo lé lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ló wà ọmọ Sanwó-Olú.
And that's the package on this episode of Inside Lagos. Many thanks for being a part of it. I'm Adedoja Salam Adeniyi. See you next time. Thanks for being there.